It is expected that the courtroom will be a place where law and order will reign supreme, and for the most part, that is exactly what happens there. On the other hand, there are times when it can become terrifying, wild, and even completely unpredictable. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at the top 5 most disrespectful defendants in court. You heard it right. Number 1. Penelope Soto. When Soto stood in front of her sentencing court and received their punishment in February 2013, it appeared as though Xanax was impairing her ability to function normally. The young woman made a bad situation even worse by acting in an unprofessional manner and laughing frequently at the judge as he was attempting to speak to her. This made the situation much more difficult. When she was informed of the entire scope of her punishment, the situation ceased to be humorous, and in response, she came up with some inventive sign language, and things took a turn for the worse, which should have been obvious, and yes, she did apologize in the end. Number 2. Racist judge. The courtroom is the last place you would expect to hear a judge sound off with a racially charged comment to a person of minority ethnicity, but that is exactly what happened in an Essex County, New Jersey court in January 2010. As the judge suggests, the Latino woman defending her client is an illegal alien. The incident occurred in an Essex County, New Jersey court. It is to the woman's credit that she dealt with this delicate situation in a gracious yet strong manner by leaving the courtroom and giving the judge time to reflect on what he had said. Number 3. Monica Contreras. The video of Monica Contreras reporting a sexual assault that had been committed by a court officer went viral in August of 2011 when it was first posted. After conducting an inquiry, officials from the law enforcement agency decided that there was sufficient evidence to justify firing Court Marshal Ron Fox. It is not the outburst that Contreras had that is particularly unsettling about the video. Rather, is the fact that she was detained by the same man who had attacked her in the first place, but for no reason at all. This takes place under the watchful eye of Judge Patricia Doninger, who is preoccupied with having fun with her little daughter rather than paying attention to Contreras. After some time, Doninger was fired from her position as well. Number 4. Boston. When the 20-year-old Boston was hauled into court to answer for legal repercussions of his weed-infused way of life, Boston uses FaceTime with the judge as an opportunity to stand up for his belief that smoking weed is nobody's business but his own. Boston believes that smoking weed is nobody's business but his own. Instead of giving a speech in which he defended his actions, he communicated his point in the most effective manner that he was capable of, by lighting up a joint and inhaling the smoke while maintaining an air of composure and contentment, respectively. Due to the brazen nature of the move, the bailiff didn't even become aware of what was going on until Boston was well in the clear. Then, as the authorities angrily dragged him away, Boston was overheard saying, "People deserve better. There has never been a more accurate statement made, not by any poet or politician in any state in the Union throughout the course of the past century." But instead of being hailed as a national hero in the United States, Boston is facing charges of contempt of court and is currently serving a sentence of 10 days in jail for the offense. The next week, he'll be able to post bail, which is set at an exorbitant $3,000. Only time will tell if Boston is on the right side of history, as it's all too common for the bad guys in today's headlines to turn out to be the good guys in tomorrow's. But one thing is certain, all of the money that Boston has made off of marijuana has been lost. It is to be hoped that the court has matured as a result. Number 5. Dainter Wright. During the hearing on Monday, July 24th, a judge in Washtenaw County removed the smile from the face of an Ann Arbor man who was being sentenced in connection with the fatal shooting of an Ann Arbor high school student. Washtenaw County Trial Court Judge David S. Schwartz gave the prosecution time to reconsider their plea and sentence agreement for 25 to 52 years in prison after witnessing Dainter Wright smiling while the mother of slain Pioneer High School student Jordan Klee sobbed. The agreement called for Wright to serve between 25 and 52 years in prison. Watching you sit there, smile, laugh, and shake your head like it was no big deal, I'm very tempted to just say, "I'm not going to accept the sentence agreement," Schwartz said, noting that he has never been turned down for a plea deal before. "I'm very tempted to say, I'm not going to accept this." He said, "We'll go to trial, and if you're convicted of felony murder, you'll go to prison for the rest of your life." He was referring to the possibility of a life sentence. That ensures your demise at that location. That is the course of action I'm considering taking. As Klee's grandfather, tearful mother, Karen Klee, and her cousin faced Wright in court on Monday with victim impact statements, Wright had smiled and shaken his head, obviously encouraged by a loved one in the courtroom. Karen Klee had been crying during her testimony. They talked about how much the Pioneer High School student enjoyed playing sports, how he wouldn't be able to attend the prom or the holidays, and how their hearts are broken because of his passing. And that's all for today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the following video with some more of the latest updates, and until then, stay tuned!